we welcome in, and if you're watching the replay, thank you so much. We are out mud. Woo! Yep, Tidal Creek mud crabbing. So we had to wait for the tide today. They say that the tide waits for no man, but I'll tell you what, I feel like all my life, all I have ever done is wait for the tide. Oh well, we've got some boaties out here today. It's a beautiful day. A hot day. 29 degrees Celsius. 29 degrees Celsius. And it's just gone 11:30 a.m. Sunday. Oh, and happy long weekend to the King and his family, and thank you very much for your birthday long weekend, Prince Charles. Anyone that knows me knows that I love the British royal family. My grandmother loved the British royal family, and I loved my grandmother. So there you go. She got me hooked onto it. But when you come to think about it, to me, the British royal family was sort of like the OG of reality TV. Flash reality. So thanks everyone for joining us. It's a bit bumpy. We might drop out of service soon. Apparently they're turning off the 3G network in my area. I can't believe that we're still on 3G. I tell you what, Australia is behind in the times. But we have been warned, we have been sent emails and all that great stuff and reminders in our bills that 3G will soon be turned off. And that explains a lot of why we haven't been able to get online lately, especially out on the water. I've noticed that it's very patchy. So bye-bye 3G, and hopefully we'll be up with the times very soon. I just seen a fish jump. Ooh, so we're dropping, how many pots are we dropping, babe? 7. We do have 8 pots because legally up here in my neck of the woods, we are allowed to drop 4 each, or a total, babe, a total of 8 full stop, isn't it? Oh, yeah, so the rules up here for mud crabbing, 8 per boat, so 4 for me, 4 for Dan. But if Dan was on his own, which he's never allowed to go mud crabbing on his own, because believe it or not, everyone, we're in croc country. Let's have a look. Now, crocs are in here. Now, I've never seen them here. Have you?
No. Yeah, I have.
So this is Dan's neck of the woods. This is where he grew up when he was a little boy. He knows these rivers, this creek like the back of his hand. And what, have you ever seen a croc in this water?
Someone filmed it.
Oh, someone filmed it. He's never seen one in real life. But they're here. Like, all the locals know that, and all the locals warn you. They go, you know they're there. Yeah, we know they're there. But I've seen them. We go to another place further down south, and I've seen crocs there, and they are freaky. What are you doing? Oh, hang on. Nah. Okay, so that's 1 of 7 mud crabs. Mud crabs. What are they? Crab pots. Did I mention it's a long weekend? I'm in weekend mode. Woohoo! Long weekend mode. I had a pajama day yesterday. It was terrific. Rightio, so Dan's loading up. Pot 2. And g'day all those who have joined me. Hang on, I might be able to see. Hang on a sec. Let me just see the chat. I don't even think we've got any people in here being to myself. Unusual. So Dan, what are you using for bait?
Yeah, leftover skeletons.
Right, remember when we go fishing, we keep all our carcasses. So we can put them to good use and catch mud crabs. Woohoo! Mud crab, yum. So what we usually do is So Dan's just got pot number 2 ready to throw. So what we usually do, we usually come out the day before and we drop the pots. Go for a bit of a fish, leave them in overnight so they catch the change of the tides. And then tomorrow we will collect. Yeah, we will collect them. But before we go today, we will, because we're greedy, we will check the pots to see if we've caught any muddies and then drop them back in and leave them overnight for the change of the tide. They'll get a couple of change of tides, they will. So, now, remember at the start of the stream where I said we did have 8 pots? Well, now we've got 7. We don't know if we've lost one or we can't count or some bastard's broken into our yard and stole a pot. So we got 7. And these are really actually quite expensive. Well, they're expensive for us. Maybe not for other people watching because I'm sure you're all loaded with money, but unfortunately, we're still poverty. $80 each, these pots are, so we don't want to go lose them. Rightio, so here goes Dan. Dan's dropping pot 2 of 8. Where you going? Right. There. Oh. Someone. Baby, we going? Yeah, but it's right. I think we're back. Are we back? Yeah, we're back. I've lost service, everyone. Sorry about that. We are updating our networks though. So here's Dan dropping number 3 of 7 pots. Oh, am I? How am I going now? Let me have a look. I'm in the shade. Let me have a look. G'day, Angela. G'day, Rose. Aussie Walks, formerly known as Aussie Walks. Aussie Walks, formerly known as Aussie Walks. Julie, g'day. G'day, Johnny. Welcome in. Moon Man, g'day, my mate. Welcome in. Thanks for being here, everyone. Unfortunately, Angela, they're turning off the 3G network. I know, right? So behind in the times. 3G. Like, wasn't that 2010? We've gone back 14 years, everyone. But they're switching it off. So my service will be very patchy. It has been very patchy for the last 5 months. We've gone fishing many times and I haven't been able to go live. So, sorry everyone. If it does it again, I'll just end the live stream because I know how annoying that can be when that happens. So for those of you who have just joined us, Dan's loading up number 4. Show him your connection, babe. Check this out, everyone. He ripped off someone's idea and made his own. Because they sell for about $50 and we don't have $50 to go spending on something like that. So Dan, the man, clever man, ripped it off and made his own. How they going, babe? They going to be good in your old age? Aluminium won't rust, he said. And it's going to be good for him when he's old. Old, babe, old. G'day, Aussie Walks. Banshee, g'day. Banshee's in the chat, babe.
Hello.
Dan just said g'day. Oh, well, he said hello. So, Banshee, mud crabbing. So Dan's loading up. Can everyone see that? Sorry everyone, I can't see the screen. The sun is right above me. Must be close to 12 o'clock. So Dan's loading up. Pot 4, babe. And we're floating them. We're not tying them off now. Those of you who have watched my mud crabbing shows before, you know that when we don't tie and carrying on about how they're $80 a pop, but I don't know why we're not floating them. Why we're floating them and why we're not tying them off. It's as you can see, gorgeous families out, everybody out on the water. Woohoo! Beautiful day. Gorgeous day. I tell you what, it's been ages since we've had a good feed of mud crab. Mud crab for dinner. We've left a spot on the organiser for mud crab. So what was that, babe? Must have been pot 4. Right, yeah, so there's pot 4. So that's what I mean by I say we're only floating them. See how we're throwing the float into the water? Usually we would tie them up to the trees when we float these. Actually, babe, what's the tide doing tomorrow? The tides are real big. That's it. We lose pot. Oh, smaller than today. So there's Dan using his trusty tool. Nikki, g'day. I just seen you come in. Hello. Welcome in. Nikki, we're mud crabbing. You probably might not have ever been mud crabbing before, but we're out mud crabbing. We're out in the boat. So Dan's loading up the pot, the trap. We call them pots. Mud crab pot. He's loading it. Crab pots, we call them. We drop the mud. Typical Aussie slang. How's that machine working for you? Good. Right. So Dan's loading up the pot with some bait to catch mud crab. Are we catching mud crab or are we catching crabs? And we're using our old fish frames. So when we go fishing, if we don't cook the fish whole, which we haven't had a whole fish for a long time. Might do that tonight if we catch a fish. I might do cook a whole fish. Babe, you know the last time we had a whole fish is when we cranked up the old pig and we put the wok on top and we cooked the fish whole then. That was delicious. Oh, I'm getting hungry for a whole cooked fish. That's what we might do tonight. Long weekend here, everyone. Thank you, King Charles. You good thing. Gave us his birthday long weekend here in Queensland. I'm actually not sure about the rest of Australia. I do know when our late and wonderful Queen was alive, her birthday was scattered, so different states celebrated on different months, actually. Right, here we go. Dan's just thrown in pot 5. 2 more to go. So there's our pots there. So I'm not sure about the rest of Australia if they're celebrating a long weekend. But we are, and that's all that matters. Woohoo! Show me your happy face, babe, when you realise that it's the King has given us a long weekend. Oh, look at him. He loves it when the King goes and gives us long weekends. Good on you, Charlie. We love you, mate. I do, anyway. Dan hasn't got a clue about the royal family. Although he did buy me Queen Victoria tea bags. I was like, oh, babe, after 15 years I'm starting to rub off on you. What's going on over here? We got some action going on over here. They might be bogged. You right, mate? Let us know if you're not. We'll go over there and we'll save yous. We're known for saving people out on the water. Imagine being stuck out on the water and being so happy to see Fluff and Dan coming along. We've done it a few times, babe. was before we were YouTubers. We'd just go around saving people. Rightio, so Dan's loading up pot number 6 with his little invention that he ripped off somebody else and made it his own. Rightio, good work, babe. Oh, Nikki, thank you. We're happy because it's a long weekend. Oh, no! Look at that. Dan just ripped a big bloody hole. Can't see because of my big head. Big hole in our carpet. Do you know how much this marine carpet is to buy? Oh, my God. This boat's got flasher carpet in it than what my house has. It's expensive, marine carpet. Anything marine is expensive. Right, how we going, babe? Loaded up pot number 6 with our leftover fish frames that we keep to go crabbing with. Oh, I hope we get some big, juicy. All I want tonight for dinner is a couple of good-sized fish, not too big, that I can cook whole and a mud crab each. 6-pack of beer and we're laughing, right? I'll get 1 beer, Dan will drink 5 before we get in the gate. And I can wash it down with a cold, icy beer. It's hot here, 29 degrees already. It's a stinker. Rightio, here we go, everyone. Hold on. Let's have a look. We're off. There goes pot 7, 6. Oh man, there's pot 7. Haven't loaded him up. Pot 6. Oh, it's a hot one. Right, here we go. Dan started on pot 7. Everyone's lucky number, number 7. There we are. Right, what's going on with this tripod? Let me have a look. It's beautiful out here, Nikki. It really is. Hello, Western Australia. Welcome to Queensland, Banshee. Right, Dan's just scabbing up the last of our fish frames to put in this pot. Those are the fish frames that we keep when we go fishing. We keep them. And guess what? After we fillet them, yeah, we take the fillets. But if I cook a fish, if I cook our fish at whole, we won't have any frames. It'll look like something off a Sylvester cartoon, you know how the fish frame with the fish head and the fish tail and the oh, that cracks me up. That's what our fish looks like. Our fish when we hoe into it. We love eating fish, especially fish from up here. Can't eat anybody else's fish. So if you go fishing and you try to offer me some fish, I'm like, no thanks. We catch our own fish, don't we, babe? We catch it. Oh, Dan reckons he will, but Dan reckons he's going to eat a catfish. Pooh, yuck. Not on my watch. He won't be eating no bloody stinking old catfish. Yuck. Although they do look meaty and juicy. Oh, photos, g'day and welcome in. Nikki, thank you so much for coming mud crabbing with us. Watch this space to see if we catch any. Thanks, Nikki. Thanks so much, and thanks for your support. Rightio, here's number 7. So this is the last of our pots. Oh, Dan, that's a bit of ballerina work there. Should have seen Dan just hot stepping it. He nearly went in with that pot. It was wrapped around his foot and I missed it. Shit, that would have been the money shot. See, babe, that's what will make us a YouTube sensation. You have to do something like that. Oh. Anyway, back to... Here we go. What's going on? We're going fishing now, everyone. Babe, where we fishing? We're going to go back to... I call that the White Cliffs of Dover. After... Oh. Okay, not going to my favourite spot. Anthony, g'day my mate. Welcome in. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nikki, go to sleep. That is very, very late. 9, Nikki, go to sleep. 3 a.m. Goodness me, eh? That's what time I woke up this morning. Pre-retirement days. G'day and welcome in. Thanks so much for coming mud crabbing with us, everyone. It's a beautiful day here in Queensland. Long weekend. King's birthday. Thanks, Charlie. Let's have a look at where we're going, hey? Turn around. Oh, babe, got my hat. Right, here we go. Rightio, everyone. Can you hear me? Can I get a 1 in the chat if you can hear me? I turned that sound off because we were flying. We were going so fast. The wind would have just been screaming through the microphone. Oh, we've got a 1 and we've got a buffer. Are we good, Banshee? Dan nearly went in with the anchor. You're dying for a swim, aren't you, babe? He wants to go for a swim. That second time he nearly ended up in the drink. Oh, they were. You're lucky. They didn't blow off. Beautiful day here today.
Yeah.
Thank you. Rightio. So the sun is right above us. I'm not the roof. Right. Right. Hope everyone can hear me. Right, hang on, babe. I don't just settle down for a minute. Let me get ready. I think we're back. Not sure. It says 4G. You think? What happened to my little pole, babe? My little white pole. Right. Right. Prawn bait.